Hello one and all, and welcome back to Let's Play Empyrion Galactic Survival with me, EkkiThump. And we are moments away, I think, from completing the conquest of Ningguez. We have one more base assault to do, which is the Rados Comm Center down here, way off to the southwest. And then it's time to think about the big build for the planet. So after I've done this, I need to have a fly around and find a decent location. As I've mentioned, we want somewhere that's up in the mountains, somewhere with a fairly decent cluster of them in fact. And once we've done that, I need to get all of this wood, which fortunately we have easy access to on Ningguez, thank God. It's not a barren moon where we're going to have to fly somewhere else to pick up the wood. Anyway, let's get over to the comm center, our final target on this planet. Okay, here we go for the last air assault of this planet. Got it. And we've got the green one as well at the front, so there's one more around the back there. There we go. Is there one more green turret even? There it is. Gotcha. Let's F6 back on. Oh, back on completely. There you go. And here's this rocket drone that we can take out. It's got him. Okay, it looks like we're safe. Let's set down and get to work. Worth noting here, just quickly, these comm centres are actually powered by large generators, which are hidden in a recess below this. These lights, or what were lights. It's lighted square here. That bit. I forgot to bring a core again. I'm not going to go back and get one because this is nearly done now anyway. And that's it, simple as that. Last base on Ningguez is down, the planet is officially ours. So all we need to do now is to do the big build to mark our conquest. What am I seeing here? The plasma drone's flown into the Rados comm center. He can't get out, he's stuck. Oh, yeah, we put the core down here so the base belongs to us. And he's attacking it. That's kind of fun. Yeah, we have taken out the drone base, so they won't seek out bases to attack. But I guess he just spawned on top of the base, as drones tend to do apparently. There as well. This oxygen depot we put a core in, and there's a drone just slowly chipping away at it. They're having fun, we'll just leave them to it. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I need to get the Paladin out. We're going to have to move the ice cream van. Here we are. We'll just put the truck over here. Reminds me of when I got my first car and we couldn't park on the road by our house. We had one garage and a driveway, so I had to park my car on the driveway and Dad in the garage, and then of course whenever Dad wanted to get his car out I had to move my car. How much ammo have we got left back in the Paladin? Plenty. Right, let's check what the turrets are set to. Aliens and predators. Yeah, okay. What? Oh, whoops. How do I... There we go. Confused myself then. I took control of one of the turrets. So, big build step one, as always, deforestation. Let's get down to it. Alright, I've been logging through the night, managed to pick up 874 logs of wood, which is not bad going when you consider that each tree drops 3 to 5. And I know I've got about 1,000 wood left over lying around in Atuin. So that should be enough to give us a bloody good start, if not to actually finish the project. So as I drive back to Atuin, let's talk about what the project for Ningguez is actually going to be. You may have played the rather popular and famous Elder Scrolls game, Skyrim. And if you have, you'll remember that one of the key locations in that game is a monastery high in the mountains of the throat of the world, where the Greybeards reside. I forget what the actual name of it is, but also leading up to it is what they call the 7,000 Steps, a long pathway through these snowy mountains. And we're going to have a go at doing something similar here on the ice planet Ningwes. That's why I've been looking for a location in the mountains, and I haven't pinned down exactly where I want to do it yet, but I think I've found the general area of the map where I want to build at least. We're not obviously going to go for that worn stone look. I don't even know if that's possible in Empyrion at the moment, but it's definitely going to be inspired by that. So let me get this wood into the constructor. And then we'll hop into the striker and just have a whiz round and find exactly where we want to go. Okay. So, I mean, the general idea is we're going to start off by finding a sort of location at the peak of the monastery, and the plan is I'm going to build like a giant sort of crystal spire at the peak of the world, like the throat of the world essentially, and around that is going to be a sort of monastery, and then just leading up to it we're going to, now hopefully what we're going to have is a long sort of straight path across a glass bridge to another peak, and then a sort of winding path through the mountains. That's the plan. It's ambitious, and we may have to make some modifications, but I think that'll look pretty good on this planet. But first things first, let's get my couple of bits of meat out of the fridge, which I got when I was shooting spiders. So we've got 874 logs, and there should be some in here as well, yeah. So that'll give us plenty of wood. So one block is 4 wood planks. Wood planks, where are they? One log is 40 planks. 4 planks is 1 block, so it's 10 blocks per log. So that's 9,100 blocks. So I'll tell you what, we're just going to set this going. Sadly, you can't do more than 10 orders at a time, so I'm going to be here clicking a while. But once I've done these, we'll just leave Atawin to work on them. And it's going to take him quite a while to chew through these orders, I think. We may actually want to move him closer to the site once we've figured out where it's going to be. Almost 7,000. Now, what I really miss in this game from Planet Explorers in particular is the ability to just input the number you want to craft and just press go. It's funny that, isn't it? You play sort of these similar sorts of games from like similar genres, but they do things slightly differently, and you always think, oh, I wish I could have, you know, this bit from that game and this bit from that game. I wish that could be in this game. I don't think there's been a game ever made where you thought, no, there's nothing needs to be added to this game. It's absolutely perfect. Let's go for almost 9,500. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, Atawin, you get busy. Let's have a bite of pizza. Let's have some pumpkin, some chips, pear thing, pizza, and a fruit pie. I hope the next planet we go to has sugar canes on it. I don't know if they're just an Aqua or an Omicron thing. But for some reason, I really like having those fruit pies around. I know it, obviously in like technical game terms, it makes absolutely no difference at all. In fact, it's probably a waste of resources crafting fruit pies, but I just love having all these different kinds of things in the fridge. Who knows? Oh, oxygen. Right, into the old scoutcraft. I don't think we're going to be in the air long, so let's just refill with hydrogen fuel. Let's go and find a location, shall we? And there was somewhere, actually a really nice spot I had a look at when I was on the way to that comms centre earlier. I think it was around here somewhere. Which is actually to the west. Just a little bit to the west of the comms centre, which, oh shit, and that means there's going to be drones in the area we need to watch out for. Let's actually get up pretty high, so we can look down on the landscape. Ah, that's... I've just seen the strobe lights on that drone. Do you remember back when I was doing the scouting mission on Ningwes, I said, oh, I think I can see something flashing over there. What's that? And it nearly got me killed. Yeah, that's what I could see. It was the rear thrusters of one of these big drones. See, this might be good here. There's a nice big peak there. But ideally we want a peak that's got a bit more, like, oh, this here, for instance. It's got a bit more, like mountainous semi-plateau sort of land around it. Where are we now? Are we near the place? We are at the range west of, well, basically all the resources on the planet. Holy shit, look at that. I didn't notice how clustered up they were. Alright, let me level it off. Or somewhere over here might be better, actually. That drone's still at it down there. I can see his gun flashing. See, here's the thing. That base has not been a Rados base for a while now. That's the one we hit last episode, I think. There were no drones there when we left. There's no drone base on the planet to send drone attacks at our bases. Why are there still drones spawning there? There's no reason for that at all that I can tell. Yeah, I think this area here west of the comm centre, this is quite a nice, I mean, it's mountainous. We've got places where we can put the peak of the base. There's a bit of raised land around it where we can have the monastery. Actually, here is really good. See here, I can't use my mouse pointer to show you, but like on this peak here, that will be good for the spire. We could have like a monastery complex below it, and we could actually have a bridge between these two bits over here. They're sort of very level. There could be a bridge there, and then the access on the other side. I'm going to have to remember this visually because there's no way to mark it on the map. But it is at the edge of the south loop, west of the comm centre. Alright, let's go back to the base and see how Atuin's getting on with those blocks. This is going to be a multi-part episode, by the way, I think. When I did the Senate video, I didn't realise, honestly, how long it was going to take. And the actual build took me an entire weekend from like planting the core to finishing the texturing. And then because of Movie Maker and it being not great at doing large videos, it then took me 2 evenings to edit the video, which is why there was that big gap before the Senate video came out. So I think I might do a multi-step build this time. Just for the sake of actually trying to get a video out every day, because I don't really like, going silent for days on end. Oh, now before I do that, actually, there is one further tiny bit of housekeeping I need to do as well. I think I need to put some docking pads on the ice cream truck, otherwise we can't take it with us. We may struggle to actually get them touching the ground because of the wheels here. But let's have a go anyway. Oh wow, Jesus. Okay, in all that time it's done about 200. No, well, about 500. Alright, I think what I'm going to have to do is just get the hover vessel in to the HV bay on Atuin, and then just close the door. Hopefully it won't wreck itself by bouncing around too much on the journey over to our building site. Hopefully it won't also wreck the Paladin if it does so. Shit, it might actually wreck the Paladin. Alright, let's get it in sideways. No, don't open the door. Right. So the hangar door is closed. The vehicles are loaded. Let us, before we go, actually grab those H2O2 generators and the oxygen generator, water generator, whatever it is, out of the water here. Right, that's everything out of them. Make sure the door is shut again. So hydrogen in there. Let's dump these bottles just in the oxygen cargo box for now. Look at all this lovely oxygen we built up. Right. Power up the thrusters. And we were going west. If we park our twin somewhere around here, that should be alright. Let's head slightly southwest. Look at it. The majestic flying turtle. And we'll just drop ourselves over here. Just next to this clearing. There we go. Right, turn the thrusters off again. Now I do have that looted core, so I don't have to build one of those. Somewhere. And some wood there. Is there any water around here for the... No, it's on the other side of the mountain. Okay, we won't worry about that. We'll just keep these for the next planet we go to. So where do we want to start? What's the first thing we want to put down? We probably want to build from the lowest point upwards. So I guess actually the place to start is with the foundations of the glass bridge. So let's go and find where we want to put that. Let's take out the... I want to take the... Oh, bollocks. You see what we've done here? We've flown through the green barrier with an undocked vehicle. And the fucking thing's disappeared. Oh shit, okay, no, we've left it back there. Okay, no trouble, we can go and pick that up again before we leave the planet. We just have to remember. Did it actually fall out of the vehicle when we lifted off? How did it fall out? This door was closed. I don't know. Anyway, at least it makes it easier to get the Paladin out. Ooh. Yeah, sometimes this game may seem very polished and, you know, quite bug-free, but rest assured it is still very much an alpha. And things like that will happen. So where do we want to put the bridge, actually? Let's go and see. This is the place, isn't it? Yeah, this is the place. Across there somewhere. Okay. We won't do a great deal of construction this episode. But if I just plop the Paladin down. Figure out where I want the core. Just got to get myself aligned right, because obviously we can only build east, west, north, south. Although I'm quite liking this. So if I do it here, over to that range there. Or maybe let's peak here actually. Let me see. From there to... Ah, that's perfect, that is. It's going to be a long bridge, it's going to need a lot of supports. But we've got no shortage of wood. Right, let's get ourselves the core down. Oh, bollocks, you know what? I don't need just a core, do I? I need a base starter. Right. Give me a couple of seconds, sir. Oh, that's a relief. The Paladin constructor can do it for me. I was about to drive the bloody thing back over the mountain range. Actually, this could be building a few wood blocks for us as well. Right, so base starter. Let's find that spot again. Out here? Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? Okay, that's as good a place as any. So I don't think we're going to start off with anything too fancy. Hold on, let me get back into integrity mode. All we're going to do is build up some columns to the height we want to build the bridge on. Three. Oops. Yeah, let's get the joint up there again. That'll probably do actually. Maybe just one more for the round 30. Because we can always have sections like going up a bit as it goes across. How's it looking at the other side? that'll probably line up alright actually. Looking, let's see, we're going east to west. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a flat bridge, does it? It can have bits going up and down. Right. Let's move the Paladin over. Just to have the oxygen station close at hand. We probably want just a 3x3 square column. Thing is, if we do rounded edges, well, if we do rounded edges, then we're committed to having the window blocks at the top, which are going to form the glass bridge, sort of laying on top of the column, which may look cool. On the other hand, we may want to have little sort of faux stone platforms where the glass meets the pillars. I think no, do you know what? I think we will go for rounded edges. So let's keep that in mind. We could go for something even more fancy than just rounded edges. If I just fill these corners in with cubes, and we do a bit of a bigger... Let's see how this looks. If I go like this, I'm just going to be doing a bit of playing because this build, unusually for me, I've not planned out in creative mode at all. This is completely live, building without a safety net. All I've got planned here, no idea if it's going to work. If it completely fails, we're going to find out together. We want corner long D's in here. Whoops. That's it. And we want long C isn't going to work, is it? Not with these blocks. I think we're going to want the other. I want long B. Is that right? No, that's right, isn't it? And then long A, just sneaking in there beneath it. Right, let's just pop out of integrity mode for a moment. Let's have a look at that. That's going to look pretty decent once it's textured up, obviously. I mean, it's going to be a while before that happens. Yeah, okay. So guys, that was, oh Jesus Christ, episode 30 of Let's Play Empyrion Galactic Survival. Thank you all for sticking with me this far. This was my very first ever Let's Play series. I'm frankly amazed at the response it's gotten. And we've just seen the very start of what will be the third big build, I think. So I will leave you here. I will keep on producing videos of like stages of this build. It's going to be at least 2 or 3 sessions, depending on how complicated things get. And I'm going to be pushing out more No Man's Sky, more Planet Explorers in the meantime. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it thus far. And like and subscribe if you'd like to continue watching. And yeah, I will see you next time for more building.